Hello, everyone, and welcome to Divine Guidance. Oh, I know it is early. It's only Tuesday, and I'm doing the video. Well, I wanted to surprise you, and I wanted to get it done earlier instead of waiting until what Thursday that I've been doing them, I guess. So I wanted to do it yesterday, but I did a different teaching yesterday on something else. But today we're going to continue on with our sacred path. Okay, with the sacred path, and I hope that you've been practicing and putting to use and everything from the past two. Okay, you can continue working on those, continue doing them on a day-to-day basis. Continue practicing, living it. Okay, it's a never-ending process, a never-ending process. So don't think that just because the week is over that it stops. Okay, it doesn't. This is life. This is to help bring us healing in our life. Okay, this is why we're doing this. We're doing a different path, and I may do a card reading from the other cards. Once in a while. Maybe I'll do once a week also on those. See how I'm led. But I really would like to do this. I don't know how long we're gonna do it this way before we continue on with the other way that the book shows us on how to do the teachings. I may do almost a year, or maybe into the end of the year, into the new year, doing it this way. I mean, we have healing that we need in our life, and if this is going to help us to do that, and we put it to practice, we put it to use, and everything. We should show great progress. And we're gaining wisdom from the native Indians, and we need to understand what it is that they're telling us. This is their wisdom, this is their knowledge, and that's why I want to do this. Like I've mentioned, I've always been attracted, or actually more lately, I've been more attracted to the Native American culture and the teachings and the shamanism and stuff like that, the healings of the shamans. So this is why we're doing this, and I hope you like it. I hope you do use it and stuff. Okay. Let's go ahead, and I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle the cards, and I'm gonna ask that the spirit guides, that Father God, helps us through this process and gives us what it is that we need for our teaching, for our healing. Oh, looks like something came out already. Oh, there's two that came. Oh no, there's more than two. Okay, so out of those four, I'm just gonna pick, because I'm closing my eyes, I'm shuffling them. As you can see, I'm shuffling. I can't see. Let's see, which one do I feel led? Which one do I feel led? Ooh, strong vibration on that one. Yes. Okay, I picked it. Alright, so the one that wanted to come out, the one that I thought, well, there was four of them that kind of stuck out, but I picked the one with the strongest vibration. I guess those were sticking to it. So the one that I picked was the South Shield. The South Shield. Innocence and inner child. Give me one moment, please. Sorry, one of my babies wanted to go outside. My min pin wanted to go outside. So, alright, so South Shield, innocence, and inner child. And there's a wolf sitting inside the dream catcher. Okay, so let's see what the book has to say. Okay, so it is our attributes: embracing humility and trust, having faith and childlike wonder, protecting and nurturing children, becoming willing to be natural, playful physical activity, and healing child hurts. Okay, this is our attributes. Challenges: facing arrogance, feeling too old to start again or learn, refusing to believe in magic, believing in trust and love again, healing the adult self's self-importance and fear, breaking the patterns of family dysfunction. Okay, that's the challenges. That is the challenges. Alright, so let's look at the individual application. Okay, and as I feel led, I'll kind of break it down a little bit and, give a little input of what, I'm feeling and what I may be hearing. Okay. So individual application for this card. If you have chosen the South Shield card, it may be time to drop the mask of what others want you to be and focus on who you are and what you want to become. Okay. Well, to me, that's plain and simple. I mean, people always, our parents want us to be one thing. Our friends think we should be another thing. Our family another thing. But we never get to be what it is that we want to be. We're always being pushed for, from somebody else in order to be what they think that we should be. Okay. Like, actually, I'll give you an example. My wife, my beautiful wife. I love my wife. I know when I was first looking for a job and everything, and I got into, I was getting into the religion. I went to Bible college, and my wife said that she sees me as a little kid, the babies. I mean, the little ones, like first graders, kindergartens. That she saw me as a teacher for them. Well, the thing is, I didn't really want to be a teacher, like, through the city or the school district, like a regular teacher, math, science, history, or whatever. I didn't feel that. But my wife saw that because I guess when I was at one of my churches that I used to go to, I used to help in the children's ministry. And, I got along. I would make them laugh and play, and this and that. I'd teach them and stuff like that, with the Bible. And so from that, she saw me as a teacher for the little kids, but I didn't feel it. Me, myself, I didn't feel it, but that's what she was seeing me as. And then, I can't remember what other one it was, but she saw me as something else. I can't remember, to be honest. There was something else that she saw me as, but I didn't feel drawn to that. I mean, I had it in my mind, but it was like, it's not me. It's not what I want to do. It's not who I want to be. Well, I ended up teaching, but I ended up teaching religion, or what they called religion. That's the course. But I would tell them, I'm teaching you about a relationship. It's not religion. It's about a relationship. That's what I would teach. So I ended up teaching at a high school level, which was awesome. It was a private school. And I would teach, religion at a private school. There was 3 classes I was teaching. It was the life and teachings of Christ, Christian ethics, and what was it? Christian ethics, and they called it Christian Triangle. That's what it was. But I started teaching like the basics, the foundations of Christianity and everything. So, I was a teacher, but I wasn't what she saw me. I went with what my passion was. Okay, and again with the massage, the healing and stuff like that, I had to go with that passion. Okay, so that's just an example, but I'm sure you have your own example of, what your family members or maybe spouse or whatever, may see you doing and want you to be. Okay, but you got to be who you are. You need to take off that mask and start becoming who you are supposed to be. Okay, if the pressures of family, business associates, or friends have put you in a role that does not suit you, the path is clear. You must call upon the courage of the child within and risk taking a chance. Changing back to vulnerability, I can't even say that, and childlike trust is often scary to the adult self, but is very necessary in this discovery of wholeness. Okay, so basically what we need to do, and I believe I've said this before, and it might have been on the first teaching, if I remember, or unless if I'm talking about when I do the Bible studies. But we need to go back to that child. Okay, the faith. If you notice a child, if you look at a child, the child has all kinds of faith and trust, and they be whoever they want to be. They have no shame or whatever you want to call it in acting out on who they want to be. If they want to be Superman, they're going to put a cape on and they're going to go play and act like Superman or Batman or Cowboys and Indians or, whatever. They have that faith. They believe that they can do anything. They might even try to jump off of a roof and see if they can fly. Okay, I've tried it. Well, I didn't try to fly. I just jumped off a roof. And I was okay. I didn't break anything, thank God. But, we need to go back to that childlike faith. Okay, be the child to be able to do what it is that we want to do. Okay. The pattern of family dysfunction are broken through healing the inner child and refusing to pass pain to the next generation. Okay. So we need to heal that inner child, because as we're growing up, we as children, like my daughter. Okay, my daughter. Ever since she was really, really, really small, probably 5, 6 years old, she's always wanted to be a chef. She's watched all the cooking channels, all the chefs and everything, and she's always wanted to be a chef. And she's in high school now. She's a teenager, getting ready to graduate next year, as a matter of fact. She still has that passion, but things have changed just a little bit, and we're encouraging her, to find what it is that she wants to do, not forcing her into what she doesn't want to do or what we think that she should be doing, but we tell her, make sure you get into something that is going to take care of you financially. Art, she's great at art and she wants to do art, but we told her, okay, art is awesome, but that's not going to take care of you financially right there and then. You need substance. Okay, and the chef stuff or the cooking or whatever career and now she wants to get like into like chemical engineering or something like that, but it kind of has, I think she wants to kind of use that in a sense for to do something with food or cooking or something. I don't know. I'm not really too sure how she's going to use it, to be honest, but I know there's been a lot of things like that's been coming around, but she still has that passion of wanting to do that. And I told her, do the art, but do it as a side thing. Still keep your passion in art. Do your paintings. You can sell them, especially where we're going. It's big on art over there. All kinds of art, and but we want her to continue that passion also. So we're pushing her, we're helping her, we're keeping her mindset on what it is that she wants to do. You know, we're not trying to force what we think she should be doing, but we're helping her to be able to do what she wants to do. Now, my son, on the other hand, he's still not too sure what he wants to do. He's up in the air about a few things, and he's not sure. You know, one was military, one was like being a cop or a SWAT team, or, you know, because he's into that kind of stuff. So he's like in that general area, but he hasn't really set anything in stone. My cat, she just knocked over a cup. She likes knocking things over. Okay, so we need in order to, okay, like it says here, the patterns of family dysfunction are broken through healing the inner child and refusing to pass pain to the next generation. So heal that inner child, you know, and that way, you know, there's a thing called the generational curse. And we need to break that. We don't want that pain or that curse to continue on and on and on. Okay, and that's what we're trying to do. You know, it's like we grew up, or at least I grew up, not knowing exactly what I want to do. I finally found what I want to do. Well, I mean, this is one thing, helping people, you know, spiritual guidance, being a spiritual counselor, also in the healing, in energy healing, and the massage, and all that, you know. So I finally, at the age of 40 something, I'm 45 right now, but at the age of, I think it was like 41, 42, I finally found my passion and what I wanted to do, which was massage. I mean, I still love the Bible. I still want to do that. And if that door opens for me, I'm definitely going to step in that door also. But I'm finally finding myself and finding what it is I need to do, because I've never had, you know, I don't know what happened, to be honest. You know, I never really had anybody to help push me, to help me or anything like that. My father was never really around and stuff. You know, I mean, there was a lot of things. I didn't really live with my mom. I lived more with my grandmother and stuff like that. Okay, I love my parents, and you know, don't get me wrong. I love my dad. I love my mom. You know, my beautiful mom. I love her. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue before we run out of time. We're already into 17 minutes. Okay. You may have been sitting in the world of seriousness too long if the South Shield has appeared today. Life is for living, okay? I mean, yeah, we need to be serious about what we want to do, but what my saying is that I love what I do, and I do what I love, okay? And that's what I do. I'm into healing. I love healing. I love helping people feel better. You know, I love doing these messages. This is another process of healing that I love to help people do. You know, so like it says here, life is for living. You know, we need to live our life, not what other people want us to live. We need to live our life, and that's why you see so many people that are unhappy in what they're doing. So many people that are unhappy in their job because they don't love it. It's not their passion. It's something that they had to do because they needed the finances in order to do it. Maybe they didn't have the, you know, be able to go to school to be able to learn what it is that they wanted to learn. I mean, nowadays there's all kinds of ways to figure, you know, to get stuff done, but you also go into debt. Excuse me. You go into big time debt, you know, because the finance education is so expensive. So expensive. I'm just blessed that through the military, all my education, you know, in the Bible and for massage, that it was all paid for. Thank God. Okay. Now, the joy of being in a physical body on our beautiful Earth Mother can evade you if you are creating a feeling of black clouds hanging over your head. Why not remember how to dance in the rain? It may be time to go to a park or playground and swing or go on the merry-go-round or visit a carnival. Okay. The issues of this world, I mean, there's so many things going on, you know, especially, you know, if you're into a job, a career that, well, I wouldn't even call it a career if you don't love what it is that you're doing. You know, if you're in a job that black cloud is just hanging over you. You know, you're not passionate about it. You don't want to do it. You're just there. You know. So what it's saying here is that, you know, you need to remember. You remember how you when you were a kid, you'd go, you know, if it rained, you'd go outside and you play in the rain. You know, I mean, it's still nowadays, if it starts raining, I go outside. You know, I'll stand on the porch. I'll look at us. Sometimes I'll even go out and stand in the rain and just stand there and just let it fall on me and hit me and stuff. Okay. It talks about here also going to the park, going to a playground, you know, going out with nature, you know, go to a carnival and stuff. You know, things that we used to do that we like to do as we were a kid. So basically it's saying going back to acting like a kid, being like a kid. Okay, having that heart of a child. Okay. So, you know, if you need to do that, do that. You know, be one with nature. I love being out with nature. You know, being out in the woods, going hiking and stuff like that. You know, my family loves doing that. Let me go ahead and continue. The most important part of the lesson is to laugh at yourself. Do you laugh? Do you just sit there and just laugh at yourself? You know, just for whatever reason, you know, not in a bad way, but, you know, for whatever reason, you know, just laugh and laugh, you know. I think we've lost contact with that, you know, being happy and just laughing for whatever reason. Try a water fight with friends. The cleansing humor of the water spirits may make you feel young again. The thing is about healing and grounding, water is really good for cleansing the body from any negative energies. And to help you in being grounded. You know, it's a refreshing, a cleansing that the water brings. I don't know what it is, but I mean, it does, and it feels so awesome. Whatever you decide to do it with joy and sensitivity. Remember that your inner child does not need to be hurtful or cruel. Children only use those tactics on their friends after learning them by observing their adult role models. Children learn what it is that we teach them, what they see us doing. So if we're loving and kind and helpful to people, we're not putting people down, but we're helping people up. They're gonna see that. They're gonna learn it. You know, we need to teach our children. That's become this generation. The generations and generations are getting worse and worse because I blame it on the parents, because they're not raising their children to be good people, to be respectful kids, you know, to be respectful people. And that's why there's this issues nowadays. But children learn from watching us. They mimic us. And we wonder why our children are the way they are. You know, so, you know, you need to make sure if you have children that you're showing them the right way, okay? It may be time for you to start some exercise with others. If you do not play games or participate with others in a joyous way, life can become drudgery and will not bring the body into balance. If you enjoy running or swimming alone, do it. But some people find that these activities begin to feel like work. These people should find fun group activities instead. Allow your body to express its sense of grace and freedom in its own way. Allow the tension you have been holding to melt into the fluidity of movement that releases the old and brings a new sense of self into play. Exercise is really good in helping you to relieve the stress, to release all that tension that you've built up. It helps to ground you also. If you've been having a bad day, go hit the gym, go for a run, go for a swim, water, grounding, go figure. Okay, do that. You know, it's going to help you. It's going to make you feel better. You know, when you work out, it releases the chemical endorphins. Endorphins is a happy chemical. Okay, it makes you happy, makes you feel good. Okay, you might not feel good while you're working out, you know, if you're just starting off on it, but after a while, it's like your body needs it. It becomes a drug, you know, and you need to have, you end up wanting to have that, needing to have that. Okay. If you feel complete on these 3 lessons of the South Shield, it may be time to look at whether you have ever felt abandoned. Have you ever felt like you needed to cry but couldn't? Have you ever felt that you were stripped of part of your childhood? If your answer is yes, it is time to do those things for yourself that will heal your old wounds. The little child within you can be nurtured by your adult self. This is an exercise in compassion that can heal the way you treat yourself as an adult. Do you think hurtful or abusive thoughts about yourself? If you said those thoughts to others, would they be hurt? The time to care for yourself is at hand. Don't abandon yourself just because someone else did long ago. Don't fail to trust your feelings just because someone told you that you were wrong once. Remember that you can successfully find the wonder of life again if you give yourself time to correct your attitude and to recapture the joy. Okay, I mean that's deep. I mean, I'm not really even going to go into breaking that down because that's pretty much straightforward. Okay, if you've ever been hurt in the past, if you've been abandoned, you felt like, somebody just abandoned you in whatever way, I mean, you need healing from that. Okay, you need to bring healing. So you need to start doing and healing that inner self. Forgive the people that have hurt you. Bring healing to your heart, to your to your child self. Okay, that way you can move on, you can move forward, and you can have that healing process, and you can have the full healing that your body deserves, that your mind, that your heart needs. Okay. In being in the moment, you can see all 3 pathways to the South Shield and rediscover the child that loves you and offers to be your teacher. And it says that because we can actually learn a lot from a child. If you just sit there and just watch a child, I mean, they're just so open. They are carefree, because they don't have the stresses of life that, as an adult we do, like putting food on the table, having, a roof over our head, paying the bills, stuff like that. We can just lay there, watch a child, and learn from them on how to be a child again. We were children once. We knew how to do it. But as life got a hold of us, it got its grip on us, and it took away our childlike faith. It took away our inner child. I always tell my wife, I never want to grow up. It's like they say, women are more mature than men, but it's because men, they just never want to grow up. The majority of men, we're like, we want to be children. We just want to continue being children. And I'm not saying all women are like that, but basically, it's like we want to stay being like children. And we should. I mean, we have to have that child like that. We have to remember how to be a child and to do and have that imagination. I think as we get older, we lose our imagination. We don't have an imagination anymore, which, sucks. Okay. In the beginning of the moment, you can see all 3 pathways in South Shield. Okay. Your inner child may be zany, irreverent, precautious, and a trickster, but these exact lessons will take you a long way toward restoring the faith that you had as a child. You deserve to experience the pleasures of being childlike and natural. The refusal to allow your heart to grow old or cold is the first step in retrieving your innocence, trusting your process, and keeping the magic alive. Okay, so like I said, not wanting to grow up. I mean, yeah, okay, we got to grow up. We got to have, we have responsibilities. But we shouldn't do it to the point to where, we don't have fun. We don't have that childlike faith. we're just boring. We're just okay. That shouldn't happen. That kills us. That kills us. Okay. In this manner, you can open yourself to the same unconditional love that children naturally give. If you notice a child, they're naturally loving kids. They're easily trusting, but we teach them, oh, don't talk to strangers, or stuff like that. Oh, you gotta be careful. Oh, don't go here, don't go there. Especially nowadays in this world, the way the world is. Of course, we're gonna protect our children. Okay, but they're naturally trusting, they're naturally loving. They have all the love in the world. They will constantly come up and give you hugs, kisses, and stuff, like affection. And we need to learn from them. Okay. In all cases, the South Shield teaches us to become humble as we drop our disbelief and cynical ways. The wonder of life is always alive in those who replace their fears with trust. Reclaiming the magic of the child. The heart is healed in this manner, and love can live again. Wow. I have to say, this was a very deep teaching. It's something that I believe that we needed. I needed. I don't have this completely. I do have it, but it's not complete. Okay, especially with everything going on and stuff like that. So yes, I am learning, and I'm needing to. I was needing this, and I believe that you were too. Okay. Again, put into practice. Do what it is that we're learning. Okay. Again, that's the only way we're going to receive our healing, is if we do what we're being shown here. Okay. I hope that this teaching has helped you, and I hope that you do put it to practice. If you're serious about healing, receiving your healing, and having a better life, and getting rid of everything that's torn you down, then you definitely need to put into practice. Continue, like I said in the beginning, continue from the first teachings up until now. Continue putting them into practice. Continue doing them. If you have to, go back and listen to the videos. Okay, but continue doing it. It's a never-ending process. Okay. Well, share this to those who you believe that may be needing this. Okay, I know we have friends, family members that need healing in their hearts, in their life. We all do. So, help them. Share this with them so that they may learn. Okay. Well, until next time, I thank you again for tuning in to Divine Guidance. We're helping people to have healing in their life. That's what this is for. Is to bring healing into people's lives, to help them heal one way or another, spiritually, physically, or emotionally. Okay. So until next time, God bless and namaste.